Yeah, it's like a package that breaks into hella more packages.
Well, I like how I like when you open it like this. It's like, want a piece of gum? Or like, what are those things? Pez's? It reminds me of Pez's. And like, I was laying there and I could feel like a presence, you know, just fucking eyeing me. Like just eyeing me the fuck up. And I like sprung my head up and it was Brad just fucking.
I think that the crazy
part. I just turned my shit and I went to bed, bro. I was on L and I was like, nah. Everyone else was up. I went to bed.
But the crazy part is, like, we all tripped and like it's almost like we don't remember most of the night, but everybody has a Brad story from that night. Sometimes drugs aren't the best thing for people.
I had fun last night.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Like, we don't really do, like, the drugs like that, but even, like, the psychedelics and,
I did get sad because I was like, I don't have any more after this. At one point, I was like, I need to get more. I don't have any more of this.
Like, the day you met Kev and, like, what you thought about him the first couple weeks of knowing him?
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I can tell you clearly. I don't know about that.
What, the day that we met?
Or, like, when we first started showing. I don't know when we first started going.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So,
Probably
like, the easiest way to
pick us up from school.
Yeah, like, the easiest way to explain it is, like, Kev, like, me and Kev met, like, through a mutual friend of ours, which would be, you know, Kyle. And, like, when Kev came around, like, he was, like, kind of the young bull, to be honest. Like, same with Jimmy. You know, Kev and Jimmy came around. Spencer too came around that time. But, yeah, he was kind of the young bull, so I didn't, like, not to be a dick, but I didn't really think much of him. Except for, like back in that time, like, if you smoked, if you chilled, you liked the same kind of music, like, that was all, you know, it really took, and then it was, like, a connection. So, I mean, it kind of just became a friendship from there, but then it wasn't as strong as it is, like, now. Like, in the beginning when I first met him, we didn't, like, chill all the time exclusively, like, me and him. Like, it was more so just, like, with a group or with a group of people and everybody's smoking, everybody's chilling, everybody's doing their thing. I always liked Kev, like, from the start. Like, there was no doubt. But after, like, I stopped chilling with a lot of the people from that group, started chilling with Kev a lot more, and then, I mean, you know, there isn't much more to the story.
Just a better environment to hang out.
Yeah, it was just, yeah. I mean, and like the other thing is too, that needs to be added, because, like, I need to give this justice and credence, is, like, Kev was literally, like, feeding me and feeding us, like, his mom, you know what I mean? Like, his mom, like, the house that she built and, like, the hard work that she put in was, like, inspiring. Like, the whole family setup. Oh, and the other thing too, like, the free of judgment was the biggest thing. Cause it's like, it's one thing also to be, like, free of judgment, but it's really anything goes and nobody gives a fuck. But it's not that. It's like free of judgment, but also there is rules. There is, like, still structure to where it's like, if you fuck around, you can see that freedom of, you know, that freedom of judgment switch up real quick. Like, and that's real. That's just, you can't fake that. Like, that's authentic as hell. And, like, also, we don't really, like, get in too many arguments. Or, like, disagree too much. You know what I mean? Over stupid shit. Like, we get every once in a while, like, I would say we let our unfiltered rage kind of out on each other. But, like,
yeah,
it's such a,
that's just, like,
but it's such a safe
thing.
environment to do. What do you mean by the water bottle? Oh, like when you steal my water?
Yeah, fucking steal the water all the time.
For the bomb or the rig, go ahead.
Yeah, I would never have a water bottle, and, like, I'm too fucking lazy to get up and go inside. So, like, I'd be like, yo, let me just get a little bit of water, you know? There's only this much in the bong, you know? Everybody's gonna smoke at it. Nah. Can't do that. It's my water. I used to get so annoyed I'd have to get up, you know? My own lazy ass. Jesus Christ. But it was one time that, like, in specifically, I think it was, we must have been going somewhere or some shit, and I just, like, banked on using Vic's water, and I think we got in the car.
Took it without my permission.
Yeah, basically. And it was just not, we just really didn't see eye to eye on that one.
So stupid.
Now I just know not to ask for his water bottle, and, like, I think the past 2 times I didn't have water, and Vic gladly was just like, yep.
Yeah,
Use your water.
tell him what happened yesterday.
Yeah, I'm painting and shit, and it's starting to rain, and he gets me all set up. I go to hit the rig, you know. There's no water in this bitch at all. At all. I'm hitting a dry motherfucker. And I'm mad dog and I'm as I'm hitting it, like, yo, you fucked up. That was great.
Well, because the funny part was, like, I told him that I would give him my water, and then I was high as shit. So I put the water up there and set up the bong and everything, and then never actually put any water in. And, like, it was totally by accident. Like, I did not mean to do that. But, like,
So fucking funny.
had no idea the whole time. And then he hit it, and he's just staring at me. He's just looking at me, like. And I'm like, what is wrong? And he's like, but he's not saying anything. He's just hitting it. And then I realized, like, eventually that there was no water in it. And I was just like, well, see, that's, like, the equivalent of you taking my water without my permission is I just don't give you any Yeah, I just don't give you. I tell you I'm gonna give you water, and then I just don't give it to you. I'm like, that's the flip of the coin right there. But yeah, now we do kind of the same thing we've always done, but just with a twist every once in a while, which is cool. Cool with me. Gotta stand up on him. Yeah, nah, I mean, not too much negativity. Like, there's enough negativity, I guess, when we don't really see each other that we try not to really have any. Like, when we finally chill and shit like that. Why'd he do it? Why'd he do it to him?
Hi, if this man up there too, he loves me.
I seen Nirvana, I get it, I'm owed it, I'm in it, marijuana and liquor, I smoke it, I sip it, all this money, I spend it, I grow it, I flip it, paranoid, I'm timid, I'm rolling, I'm risky, I don't know you, but fuck it, we in this together for the moment, we live it, we sin but we'll get better, and you know it, don't overthink, control it, we all the same, it's harder to ignore it, I'm sure I see Nirvana, I get it, I'm owed it, I'm in it, marijuana and liquor, I smoke it, I sip it, all this money, I spend it, I grow it, I flip it, paranoid, I'm timid, I'm rolling, I'm risky, I don't know you, but fuck it, we in this together for the moment, we live it, we sin but we'll get better, and you know it, don't overthink, control it, we all the same, it's harder to ignore it.
Went out to the mall. We all got, like, airbrush shirts. You know, like, mine said Slick Vic, Mark had Tuesday, Kyle had KM, and then Amir had Cool Kid Ali, and like we all brought like money. We had a little bit of a budget, you know what I mean? But Amir just blasted us out of like, you know what I mean? Like he got brand new everything, brand new jeans, brand new shoes, brand new socks, bro. You're not even gonna see the socks, bro. And he got brand new, like he got a G-Shock, bro. I remember that shit. He got a red G-Shock. We had this whole idea of in the gymnasium we were gonna all walk out. There were 4 doors and there was 4 of us, so we were all gonna walk out from 4 different corners, right? While the beat was playing, and yo, the beat we rapped to was Eminem. Was it the Soldier beat? Oh my god. Yeah. I'm a soldier. Yeah, no, I think that it was a Soldier beat. It starts playing and it's loud as hell, and I'm walking out there and I'm like, they ain't gonna hear a fucking word we say. It is like screaming, boom, 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 like shaking the whole thing. And we walk out there and we walk out from 4 different corners and we fucking dap each other up and we just like kind of like square off. And we had this whole idea too, because of course they had 1 microphone for 4 people. So it's like we had this whole idea too that was like, once your verse is done, you gotta walk over and like covertly hand the other boy your microphone real quick, because like there was a little breaks in the beat that we had like planned. And it was cool. It was cool as hell. Like my dad was there, I'm pretty sure my mom was there, man. But it was cool. Oh yeah, and I'm lying, bro, because even before all that, before like we got the fits, I went on Nike and got the Nike ID Johns, red and black. They were Air Maxes, yeah, Air Maxes. And in the back, you could put the little embroidery, and it has Slick on the left and Vic on the right, bro. That shit was so funny. And I had them for a long time, too. Shit was so great. Like I said, everybody was saying how you could only hear us in the front row. So, like, and we actually got, here's the best part. We got disqualified from it because our name sounded like it had gang affiliation. Yeah. So we got disqualified, and some karate motherfuckers chopping shit were like the ones who won. Which, like, cool, they was chopping shit, they was flipping. But like low key, I think we came the most unique. So like that's what I mean. Like I could take not winning, but the fact that we got disqualified for like y'all let us in there, y'all knew that we were the Blood Spitters, and like the whole story behind the Blood Spitters was just the fact that my boy Kyle, one day we was just talking, we was riding on the bus, and then all of a sudden this bull starts like spitting up blood. And I was like, damn bro, you good? He's like, yeah bro, good. And I'm like, damn bro, you fucking blood spitter. And like, that's all, you know, it just went from there. It was like, let's be the Blood Spitter. People being like, BSN, BSN, like, and that was like the hype about it. We didn't like have anything. It's like when you grab the mic and you just say the whole time, like, I'm about to go in, bro. I'm about to kill. What is it, bro? Some is fatter than the whole McDonald's menu. Like I had like bars like that and shit like that. Like just like, you know, nursery rhyme bars and shit. I'm hated, but never duplicated or intimidated. One little chance is all it's gonna take to make it. Some confidence is all it takes to skyrocket this MC into a deadly force to be reckoned with. A catastrophic catastrophe. Back down, is that what you're asking me? Then I get up and smash this beat. Attack it, stay on the edge of your seat. Cause I'm the leader of this undefeated fleet. And this ain't no fable, but you won't be able to disable this 4-legged table. As long as I got my crew and we're stable, we will enable us to do what we came to do. No ifs, ands, or who's. But it was definitely cool, man. It was definitely like my earliest experience, yeah, with like music. Cause this was like garage band days. Me spitting on like Lil Wayne, like Misunderstood and shit like that. Like just, yeah, just like, and yeah, the shit definitely was nice. I forget, because there was another one too. There was like a verse that my mom found, and she like hit me up and was like, the whole world is not against you. Like, you know, like, don't be thinking, you know what I mean? And like, yeah, I did have like some shit that probably if you found, like, you might be like, damn bro, like what is, yeah, like what is my man, like, is my man okay? You know what I mean? Like, which, like, the truth is, like, sometimes I wasn't. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I was, sometimes I wasn't. There was no reason to, like, raise the alarm. But, like, yeah, if you saw that with no context, like, on what was going on, you'd probably be like, bro, like, And I'm trying to think exactly. But oh yeah, I remember too, like one of the earliest beats I spit on and shit was it was Creatures Lie Here. And it had like that real high pitched voice. And it was like, why should I feel creatures lie here? Looking for... Yeah, like dude, that shit, and then it would just drop, you know what I mean? It'd be cool if I found them. Some of them I wouldn't even spit. Oh wow. Nah, I got you. But yeah, nah, man. I mean, definitely got to get up with you, bro. See what's good. You been drawing anything or not? Yeah, well, make sure you start sending them to me too, bro. Stop fucking around, bro. And like my least favorite person in the world.
Pedophile?
Not just that, anyone who like preys on kids, not even in a sexually way, like abuse, anything like that.
Garori.
Garori.
Yeah, Garori.
Garori. I did it for the glory.
What's your favorite video game for the PlayStation 2?
To date back, I'm probably gonna have to go Def Jam Vendetta.
So sick.
I don't have it. I think I have the case. But that shit went hard. The soundtracks and the characters you could play as. I remember playing that at my boy Jim's Mean's house. That was all you should do. I'm not gonna lie.
It's easy. Hands down, Jack and Daxter. Hands down. That is like a game that I played forever. You know, since I was a kid. Like since like before I could actually play the game, and I had to get like my dad or somebody older than me to like play the levels for me and beat them. But I would just sit there and watch and be like, yeah, dude, I did it. Like, you know. But I would just run from one checkpoint to the next.
What was your biggest inspiration when you were 14 years old?
I wanted to be a chef and a soccer star. That was my biggest inspiration. But I never succeeded in any of them.
Without a doubt, in my mind, definitely like Tupac Shakur. Like definitely Tupac. The whole like thug life thing. Like, the hate you give little infants fucks everyone. So like when you're a kid, you know what I mean? Especially if you're a kid, that would ring truest with you. Like, so like that message was like something that I could 100% get behind, and I feel like it was like a really accessible message that anybody could get behind. But it was also like cloaked in like what it was, like thug life and stuff like that, which really meant like the lifestyle of like just like authenticity. Like, so it meant so many other things, and I just like, that was inspiring to me because it was like, he really put a lot of thought, it felt like, in everything he did, whether or not, you know, it was on the stage, off the stage, and like that's kind of how I wanted to, you know, be. Like I knew whatever like my career was, I knew that it didn't stop there. Like just because I was really good at something didn't mean that like my attitude towards everything else should be lackadaisical.
What's your biggest inspiration right now?
You guys making something from nothing, which is basically what I've always done with the shit. So a lot of heart goes to what you guys do.
Name something that makes you smile when you think about it.
My girlfriend, Megan Tillman. For sure. For sure. Like, even as we speak, you know, she's like, got done work at 6, lives 30 minutes away, doesn't mind going home, and then coming back out to scoop me, go all the way back home just so we can hang out for a little bit and probably bring me back, you know, in the morning because I got whatever to do. You know what I mean? She just like, yeah, she's great, dude. I don't want to cry. Yeah, and I mean, like, yeah, other than that, too, like, the thought and idea of, like, alright, now I'm really gonna cry. Like, my mom. Like, even though it's a sad thing, like, I don't know. Because, like, the good thing is you can, like, pick and choose, like, the good times. You know what I mean? So, like, you don't really... There's actually no reason, and that's, like, funny, because if people, like, if you thought about it this way, like, because you only really think about it this way, like, when people are dead, but if you thought about it this way when people were alive, like, shit would be a lot easier, but, like, it really, like, unless it's, like, a serious offense, but there really is no reason to nitpick any of the bad times. Like, you know, there really isn't, and especially in death, you realize that, like, none of that really matters. Like, you only think about that, like, when someone's gone. You don't really think about that, like, when they're here, you know? So that's, you know, and I'm not saying everybody thinks that way, but, like, you know, you kind of, people seem to forget sometimes.
Who do you think is the wackest person in the game right now?
In the rap game? Well, like, I'm gonna be like, you know, like 6ix9ine and Lil Pump, and like, what do you mean? Like, you know they're whack.
What's your favorite type of soup?
Soup? Any kind of soup that Kev makes. But, I like a good, I'll be honest, I really do fuck with like a good, like, chowder. Like a good chowder soup. It can be many different, you know, clam, like, other chowders.
Take a chicken roaster, put some carrots and celery and onion in a pot and some cold water, and you boil the shit out of that for 6 hours to 8 hours. And that's your juicy stock. And then from there, I make whatever soup I like. I like them all.
What's your favorite Isaiah Rashad song?
I do like me some Free Lunch. The music video is there. I have to go.
What's something that when you think of it, it makes you smile?
Graffiti. As a whole. Spray painted on the wall.
What do you think your favorite thing is about graffiti?
Mainly the fact that it's an even smaller culture than a lot of cultures. It's a very individual thing to do, or it's a group thing to do. It's a very, there's two roads really. There's beautiful art, and then there's just out there to be a menace. Whatever you want to do that day is what you want to do that day. But I try to make my shit look clean. My lines are nice. That's what I try to go for. Lions are in the zoo, by the way. And hoes are in Camden. And what was the one you said earlier, yeah?
What was that?
Oh, yeah, jeans. Jeans are what my mama and my daddy gave me.
Yeah, that's true. Because these are dungarees.
Do you think graffiti can be spiritual?
It's definitely a way to express yourself. I would say that. What you write is something almost like your name. It's a way to identify yourself almost.
What's the scariest thing you were ever told?
I got two. The first one will probably have to be the Tooth Fairy's Not Real. 'Cause that shit's just creepy. Second one. I might just have to stick with the first one. Shit, Chris. I don't know.
What's your favorite way to get high?
Magic marker.
Oh man. I'd have to go with vaporizing some hash. I'm not gonna lie. It's just so quick. Like in the time that you can roll a blunt, I can smoke one hit of a dab and be like there. And I'm good.
Yo, Ski Master Slump God's pretty whack too. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, he did have some shit popping off, but like, I'm gonna put him up there with like Trippie Redd as like, over time, I kind of like was like, why did I listen to this? But like, that just popped into my mind. I don't mean to like, I hope that like this don't ruin any like features. You see the sun and see your son to tell me who gon' shine the brightest on our best day. Who gon' be the one to try us? Got 2 words for them outsiders. Come and find us. Since papyrus, we've been writers, we've been teachers, we've been silenced by those who could not integrate their bias. I navigate through lions, see my homie had the virus, other homie had the Midas. I ask them they desires, we just sit alone in silence. Yeah. Just some steps to a giant, just some words to a king, just a nod to a god, just a song that I sing, and I sing it better than most. Yeah. Just some steps to a giant, just some words to a king, just a nod to a god, just a song that I sing, and I sing it better than most. Yeah.